Hello again and welcome to this week's youth video. Our story today begins in February of 1986 in Tucson, Arizona. Roy Wetstein, a rock collector, went to a rock show and his two sons gave him $5 each to buy them something. So he found a stand that was selling agates, these stones that were worth $15 each. And his eye caught a rock there. It looked a little deformed, and so he asked the stand owner, who said, "Go ahead and take it for $10. It doesn't look as pretty as the other ones, so you can just have it for $10." So the man uses the $5 from both of his sons, buys the stone, and he can hardly contain his excitement as he walks out of that place, because he's a rock collector and he knows that that stone is actually worth a lot more. And it turns out he had just for $10 bought the largest star sapphire that existed at the time, a stone that was appraised to be worth upwards of $2.5 million. Now, if you came across something like this, would you buy it? What if it cost everything that you had, but you knew it was worth millions? It would still be exciting and worth buying, right? This is a bit like our story here today, which comes from Matthew 13, and it's super short. It's 2 sentences, so here it is from the Message translation. It says, "God's kingdom is like a treasure hidden in a field for years, and then accidentally found by a trespasser. The finder is ecstatic, what a find, and proceeds to sell everything he owns to raise money and buy that field." All of our lives are spent seeking value, but we often look for value in the wrong things. There are so many good things in the world, like our friends and our family, even the hobbies and the things that we want to do with our lives. But this story is telling us to aim a little bit higher. The most important thing in our lives is Jesus, and it's our relationship with God. In fact, following Jesus is so important that it's worth leaving everything behind if that's what it takes to follow him. Now, maybe that's a hard thing to think about, but I would challenge you with that idea and ask yourself this question: what is it that I might have to leave behind in order to follow Jesus? What things might I have to be willing to sell in order to buy that field that's worth millions? Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that we become monks who live with nothing and only spend all of their time praying. But it does mean that in order to reorient your life towards Jesus and towards being part of his kingdom and building his kingdom here on earth, it means that some of the things that we're holding on to right now might be worth letting go of. So I encourage you with that, and we're going to talk more on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then.